The journey and the impact after a suicide. Living with suicide is the hardest decision to live with. All other heartaches or disappointments we do eventually get over. But with suicide, it is left undecided forever. If I could change one thing, the thing I do most is to hold him and never let him go, ever, even to breathe. I tell him that a mother's love is sufficient and that I will love him more than life itself, and never let him out of my grasp in this lifetime. I know that I will never pick up the pieces, but my daily prayer is that perhaps one day this troubled little heart will find the relief that I search for so earnestly. This is my story, and I hope that it reaches right down to the core of where my pain sits, so that you as a person or child can understand what suicide does to loved ones. I want you to know and remember, the tie which links mother and child is of such pure and immaculate strength as to never be violated. When you are a mother, you are never really alone in your thoughts. A mother has to think twice, once for herself and once for her child. No mother ever considered giving up her child. Making a decision to have a child is momentous. It is to decide forever to have your heart walking outside of your body, for a mother's love is instinctual, unconditional, and forever. So choosing death, you are actually taking away the life of the person that brought you into the world. Just remember, you are unique and special in your own way, and you as children complete the circle of life to a mother's heart. If one link is missing, the heart is incomplete forever, and nothing will ever be able to replace the missing piece. Always bear in mind, you take a permanent solution to a temporary situation. How permanent that becomes is that as a parent you will never see them grow, matriculate, matric board, become a professional, get engaged, marry and have children. Just remember that when you lose a child, as a parent, you lose the future. We have no idea where we go from here. All we know is that we have found God's grace in this moment of our lives. And for us, this is most important. Through His death, I have learned to walk in Jesus' footsteps. But what I need to get across to our children is that you have to remember that with a choice like suicide, you leave behind a devastation that brings about chaos, total chaos. So today I ask you, our children, to remember that suicide is not an option. It's a devastation. Ask me and my family, we are living proof of this deed. But the one thing we are ever thankful for is having God in our lives and walking in Jesus' footsteps. I have since written a book on the subject which has been released and is titled Pass the Ball, The Journey and the Impact After the Suicide of My Son, Wade Devon Mulligan Adams. Hopefully this book will allow you to enter into a world that is unimaginable.